Do you ever feel like you're stuck in survival mode as a freelancer? Like you're always worrying about the current month but not able to plan for the long term? In this video, I'm going to share with you my story of how I became a freelancer out of necessity and how I'm still working on getting out of the survival mode and finding my niche. I've often found myself struggling with the concept of long-term planning. I tend to focus on what's right in front of me rather than mapping out the distant future. And there's a pretty specific reason for that in my case. Back when I jumped into freelancing, it wasn't this grand, passion-driven decision. I was not thinking of creating a world-changing project or relishing the freedom to pick and choose my schedule. Nope. My freelancing journey had a more practical start. It all boiled down to visa issues. I had to find a way to stay in this foreign country and avoid going back to my homeland. So there I was, suddenly thrown into this freelancing world, and I had a massive challenge on my hands. I had to show the folks at the visa office that I could create a profitable business in a year. It was a daunting task, and I had no clue how I was going to make it work. At the same time, I had this huge pressure of finding new clients to stay afloat. My savings were dwindling faster than I expected, and the early days of freelancing were a constant struggle for survival. My focus was laser locked on the here and the now. I had to get through the current month, then the next, then the next, and then the next. Thinking about 6 months ahead or even a year in advance, that just didn't fit into the picture. Fast forward to today, and I realized that I haven't quite left that survival mode behind. The constant nagging worry of paying the bills this month, that is still there, and I still don't know how to get out of that. The thing is, freelancing can be a real whirlwind. You're constantly juggling client work, wrestling with financial concerns, and grinding through the daily tasks. I find myself stuck in this cycle with no clear path out, especially with all the expenses piling up every month. And honestly, there are days when motivation is as elusive as a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. I hope it's a common challenge and that more freelancers are trying to figure out how to make that leap from survival mode to a more stable and thriving place. So, the $1,000,000 question is, how do you get out of the survival mode? Well, I haven't found the right answer, or maybe there is no right answer, but here are a few things that I've been juggling with. Number one, creating a financial cushion. Having some of those savings tucked away for lean times. It can take the edge off of that constant worry about paying the bills. Currently, my savings are quite low, and I would like to get to a point where I don't have to worry about my bills for at least 3 months. Number two is budgeting. This has always been the hardest for me. I want to go out and enjoy my life like my friends do, especially on weekends, but I have to realize that is a lifestyle that I cannot afford at this moment. I'm really struggling to put my foot down on this, and I will get back to you when I'm a little more successful. Number three, finding a support system. It's not just about what you do, but who you talk to. I mean, yes, sometimes you do need someone to play the devil's advocate, but more often than not, you're going to need someone to hype you up. Number four, connect with freelancers. I find connecting with other freelancers quite challenging. On one hand, I know that they will understand the unique challenges and uncertainties that come with this business. But on the other hand, there's this nagging fear that if I open up about my struggles, it might bring misjudgment or the belief that I'm mishandling things. I'll talk more about this in another video, but my goal with this YouTube channel is to open up about my daily struggles with freelancing. After all, I'm quite happy with my unique journey and the decisions that I had to make along the way. No one else has been in my exact shoes, so no one can really judge me for my actions. Lastly, stay motivated. I know motivation can be elusive, but oh my god, it is so important. Find something that drives you, whether it's a personal goal or a passion for a project. In my case, it was the vision of a life that I wanted. Now, I won't pretend that any of these steps are a silver bullet. Freelancing can still be a roller coaster, and survival mode can be an unwelcome guest from time to time. But I just need to remember that I've got the tools now, I've got the knowledge, I've got the support system, and most importantly, I have the determination to make it work. I'm not just surviving, but I'm evolving. Alors, this conversation doesn't end here. I would love to know if you guys ever faced survival mode in your freelancing journey and how you tackled it. Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.